from here, we're going to get into the Dolphins' playoff chances. I know they're not looking great. They're not looking great. But right now, the Dolphins currently have a 16% chance of making the playoffs.
And that's before the Houston game, right?
Yes, it's before the Houston game. If they win, it jumps up to 29.
Nice.
If they lose,
we lose?
it goes down to 5.
There it is.
So
I'm surprised it's even that high, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I think that's because of how good the Bengals are.
Now the Broncos are playing the Colts this week. The Chargers are playing the Bucks. Ravens are playing the Giants. Excuse me.
So who are we rooting for the Broncos Colts game? We're rooting for the Broncos. I would assume.
Rooting for the. I'm rooting personally. I'm rooting for the Colts because I'm hoping the Colts stumble somewhere else. We need to make up ground. We need to make up those 2 games. So personally,
the Colts' remaining games though are
what are they?
Titans, Giants, Jaguars.
Ooh, Jesus.
Oh,
but like the Broncos though, to your point, Keith. So not only do they play Indy, they play 3 of the teams that we're head to head against. They play Indy, the Chargers, and the Bengals. So it's like, who are we actually rooting for?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that is a question. Like, who? I mean, do we want the Broncos to? And this is an honest question. I haven't done the math and looked at every scenario yet, but I would assume we want the Broncos to beat the Colts, and then the Broncos to lose out.
Or they play the Chargers too. So we maybe want the Chargers to lose out or something.
Yeah,
something.
I mean, we're going for the 7th. We're going for
we
the
need
7th.
we need one. We need one of the Ravens, Chargers, and Broncos to go on a losing streak. So.
Well, to at least lose 2 of their last 4 to give us a mathematical chance at it. I don't know what the tiebreakers look like.
No, me either. Yeah. If we know if we're tied with Indy that we lose that one.
We lose that
yeah.
one. Yep.
So. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, that's just a little bit of a preview, I suppose. Just kind of getting into it a little bit, but.
So the teams to watch, I think, is the important thing is the teams to watch, right?
Yeah.
We are in a battle against the Baltimore Ravens, the Denver Broncos, and the Los Angeles Chargers. Those are the 3 teams that currently hold the playoff positions that we're the wild card positions that we're aiming for. The Indianapolis Colts and Cincinnati Bengals are also in the hunt with us.
Yes.
Although Cincinnati is really on the outside looking in at 5-8.
The Colts
have the same record as we do, and they own the tiebreaker. So ideally, the Colts lose at some point in these next 4 weeks, or else we don't have a chance.
Yeah.
With every Colts win, our probability goes down.
Yeah. Definitely rooting for the Broncos. Broncos have the Colts, have Chargers, Bengals, Chiefs. Yeah, so that's a rough slate of games for the Broncos there.
Mm-hmm.
So we want them to beat the Colts and then lose everything else, right?
Yeah.
All of this is predicated.
Ideally, but that Chiefs game might not mean anything to the Chiefs, so they might be resting Mahomes in Week 18.
Yeah,
but that is our best case, I think, because if you look at the Chargers, they play the Bucks, the Broncos, the Patriots, and the Raiders. So those 2 hard games, 2 easy games. Easy games. It's a really tough. I'm glad you brought this up, Keith, because it's a really tough playoff picture.
Yeah, and we might look back on this season and look at that Colts game the Dolphins just coughed right up to them with the Raheem Mostert fumble, with the Alec Ingold fumble. This game that we just kind of handed to the Colts on a silver platter. We might look back on that game and
the
say
Titans game,
or the Titans game. Well,
no, it's the Titans game from last year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. And look back on look back on that Colts game and say that's the reason why we didn't make the playoffs. Yeah. Cap for life. Thank you for joining us, man. We really appreciate it. It's
welcome.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna try to do the emojis. Boom, boom, boom.
How do you do it, Dolphin? There you go. Nailed it.
Bam.
Yeah. Nice. Well done. Well done.
We did dig ourselves a deep hole. It's gonna be funny in like 5 years, 10 years, if my son is into football, my currently unborn son is into football, and be like, how did the Dolphins lose those back-to-back years they were on the playoff hunt? Oh, I was like, Will Levis and Anthony Richardson. That's how.
Yeah.
Who are those guys?
Yeah, exactly. See, hopefully the Broncos win and lose two after we dug ourselves. Yeah, we dug ourselves a deep hole. And that's
we need the Colts to lose out, and we need the Broncos to win 1 and lose 3, and we need to win everything.
I'm not ready to eulogize this season just yet. I'm not ready to eulogize the season. But when we do eulogize this season, we're going to look at the Colts game. We're going to look at the fact the Dolphins didn't pick themselves up a competent backup quarterback. These are things. These are talking points. Just prepare yourselves.
Just wait, listeners.
These are.
What do they call it in business when you have like the meeting after the project is over, the post-mortem? Yeah. I always thought it was hysterical. They call it that. I'm like, what the hell? Why are we doing this? That's what we're going to have on the Dolphins.
We're going to have a post-mortem. We might even title the show post-mortem. But we're not there yet. We're not ready yet.